Yes, here we are back with Group Scoop, the latest in celebrity gossip. And joining me this morning is 98.7 The Peak's entertainment diva,
hey!
Danielle Williams. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. It's good to be back.
Yeah, no kidding. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yes.
And Fox 10 associate producer Brittany Hoffman.
I'm so proud of Brittany.
I know, I know.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Let's start with one of our favorite topics when it comes to celebrity news, Charlie Sheen.
You know,
Here he is, Charlie Sheen. I mean, what a good way to start off the whole segment here. He has a new show out. It's called Anger Management.
Right.
And supposedly he says he's retiring after this show. Is this really his swan song?
I think when you hear a celebrity say, I'm retiring, unless they've been in the business like Betty White for years, you can't believe it. I think this is his way of saying, you know, I'm going to take a little break, I'm going to focus on my kids, and maybe it's a good thing for him. Maybe, you know, he'll do the show and then move on and then focus his attention where it needs to be and give himself a break, because he needs a break, and we need a break too, you know?
We need a break from Charlie. What do you think, Britt?
Definitely. I think it might be one of those things, if it fails, it, you know, is, oh, I'm planning on retiring anyway. It's better that it's coming now sooner than later, but I've heard great reviews. I think this is definitely going to be an eye-opener to Charlie Sheen's, you know, life, because they say it mimics a lot of his life. You know, he's starting as a, you know, baseball player that went through the minor system, made it to the big leagues. His temper ran wild, and now he's, you know, training to be a therapist. So I think this is going to be pretty interesting to see.
Okay, so we will stay tuned. Moving on to The Bachelorette. So we're getting down to the finals here. Emily, who wants to take it away with this one?
That's all Brittany. You know, I don't even watch The Bachelorette.
Okay, go, Britt.
You know, we have Ari, who is a Scottsdale native, and so
Ari Londike Jr.
Yes, and he is a looker by far. But you know, last night she got rid of Travis and Ryan, which I thought was great because neither of them really seemed to suit her. Although Ari, whether Ryan came back or not, was going to go tell Emily that he was a bad guy. And it scared me because whenever that happens, you know, those people are always leery, like, oh, are they looking out for my best interest? Or are they just looking out because there's, you know, that's a rival in the house? So I thought it was really great that she kind of said, you know what, Ari, I'm glad that you were looking out for me. You know, and so I think it's great. I think he'll stick around for a while.
We'll stay tuned on that one. And it sounds like he really cares about her, too.
He does.
Okay, so Rielle Hunter. Okay, this is John Edwards' mistress, all right? She has a new book that's due out next week. It's titled What Really Happened. And she says that he has admitted to her to have at least been having 2 other affairs prior to meeting her. And she also claims he's quite the Tiger Woods when it comes to dealing with other women. What have you heard?
I believe it, because when you think about it, John Edwards is a man who needs to have his ego stroked big time.
Well,
and you know, I'm not saying that he's not a good-looking man. He is a good-looking man, but the fact that he cheated on his wife when she was at the lowest point of her life, going through cancer, you know, not feeling well, and he should have been by her side, gives you the indication that if he's going to do it then, he's done it lots of times before. So, you know, he's one of those guys that couldn't be trusted. And I think this is her way of saying, I want to come clean. I didn't do something that was totally right, but I fell in love with a man, and this is the result of it. This is my side of the story, and she has the right to do that. Is it right? Not exactly, but at the same time, she's not shedding any light on what we already knew about John Edwards.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, so update with the show Duets. Okay, so Jennifer Nettles is pregnant. Okay, there's some funny business going on with John Legend's partner, John Gray, and he's not on the show anymore.
Right.
And nobody seems to be talking. What's going on here?
It's like mum's the word.
Yeah, and I think it's very suspicious, you know, how this all happened, because in the beginning of the show, everybody was kind of cutting down Kelly Clarkson and her partner and really shutting them down. And week after week, she was, you know, saying, guys, I think you're, you know, ganging up on me.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, they have this
why were they doing that? Were they threatened by her?
There was a little bit of suspicion that might have been, but I think, I mean, she really, she was the weak link, you know, and so I really felt that way. But I think that now with, you know, John Gray leaving, it is very suspicious as to why all of a sudden things flipped.
And I think it's hurting in the ratings too. I think
it
because
of
So You Think You Can Dance. Do you think it's going to be back next season?
I don't see it coming back.
So,
Really? Okay. All right. So, all right. Popular radio and TV personality Ryan Seacrest is rumored to be buying Dick Clark Productions, okay? And Dick Clark is his idol. I mean,
absolutely.
If it wasn't for Dick Clark, Ryan Seacrest wouldn't even be who he is today. Okay, so his girlfriend, Juliana Hough, comes on his show to talk about the movie Rock of Ages, all right?
Yeah.
And so during the whole interview, she's like, oh, I love you, Ryan. And he didn't really respond back quite the same way.
He said, you know, I love your work, I love your movie. And he said, thanks, darling. And she goes, thanks, love you, bye. And he goes, bye. I think for Ryan, he is a machine, a Hollywood machine, and he's not going to show his vulnerability. He's not. And that would put him in a position to where it's like, we're seeing like the human side of Ryan Seacrest, because everything about him is manufactured. He is perfection. So I think we'll see it later, but not now.
Yeah. Okay. So moving on to perfection, this next one here. All right. So we've got some thongs who are very twisted right now. I'm talking about Channing Tatum. Okay. He's rumored to have stolen some fun, funky little dance moves from his former co-workers who are ex-strippers for his next movie called Magic Mike. And what's going on with this?
I don't care whether they're stolen or not. They're still going to look good.
Oh,
okay. Matthew McConaughey, this is his prime movie right here, being shirtless all the time. You knew he was in heaven. Matt Bomer from White Collar, he is one good-looking man. Okay. And Alex Pettifer, he's the, you know, up-and-coming guy, kind of behind Rob Pat, but he's still getting great roles, and I think, you know, a lot of people are going to see the sexier side of him in this movie. I'm excited.
And you can't steal dance moves. Dance is an artistic form that, you know, it's an expression, and he's just expressing himself, and I say, do it, honey, do it.
Do it. I look forward, I think every woman is looking forward to seeing that movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Britney Spears. Okay, so when she was the next judge to come on X Factor, they're thinking, oh, she's not going to be tough. She won't be able to hold her own. But not the case. When I guess back in Kansas City, Simon was out sick, and she had
to step up to the plate.
Yeah, pretty tough.
I think this is a great platform for Britney Spears because we haven't seen her take on the reins of anything other than being the pop princess. And she had her little meltdown. Now she's coming back, and I think she has something to prove. She wants people to know that she's more than just a, you know, one-track pony with the type of music she does and everything. So I think this is great for her. Stand up for herself. She can showcase that, you know, I do have a sense of say in this industry. I've been in it for a long time, and I know what I'm doing. So bravo to Britney. Keep on going.
And, I mean, there was a recent audition where she saw an audition, and she had actually sung with this guy, you know, 10 years prior, and she was the reason that he came out of the closet.
See?
And she held her own. And it was very emotional for her, but at the same time, she didn't. They say she didn't break down.
Yeah, she was doing her job.
You know, she did exactly what she needed to do. And I think it's great for her to finally have her life put together and to come back and show us what a great person she is.
Go Britney!
Go Britney! Okay, everybody, we're running out of time. Thank you, ladies, for joining us here for Group Scoop. Thank you for joining us for Group Scoop, and we will be right back after this.